many of the unique values of Arab, one of which is the way they eat or table manner. The first of table manner of Arabic is one, reading basmalah before. The second is eating with hand. The third, eating together in one plate. And the last is pray hamdalah.
That gesture shaking hand helped with same-sex casual like also requires the outward display of affection. That gesture it means silence the person in front of you. That gesture it means wait and see what's coming for you. That gesture it means what's your problem. That gesture it means size like nothing has ever terrified us as much as this.
Islam provides the guidance on structure and roles within the family and family life. Marriage is considered a legitimate method of partnership and procreation, and the Quran lists the partners permitted in marriage. Children are valued as they provide parents with higher social status, purpose in life, and connected with the family system. Children are socialized to obey parents, respect their elders, be loyal to their family, and demonstrate devotion to parents. In Arab culture, respect and esteem increase with age. Elderly parents are respected for their life experience, wisdom, and inherent position in the family unit. In general, the parents, spouse, and elder children. Family values in Arabic. Father. In most Arab countries, men play the patriarchal role. A man is expected to take care of his family financially and feel shame if he is incapable, providing for his wife and children. Again, this is a value from the Quran, which designates men as a protectors of women. Mother. As women in Arabic, many women in Arabic countries maintain a traditional role and stay at home. A woman's job is to raise the children, help educate them, and manage the house. Children. Children imitate the example given by their parents. Boys learn to be men from an early age, to protect the woman of the family and take on responsibilities outside the house.
Hi guys, now I want to show you about the traditional music and dance in Saudi Arabia. It is information which I get. The name this music is Zumbawi Semsemia. So, sometimes they play this music on the beach when they go to fishing. For some day, on the beach they are bored, maybe 2 days, 3 days, like this, they play this music. But now we can see this music on the wedding party. So, let's check it out! Furthermore, I want to show you about the greeting and dance in Saudi Arabia. From information which I got, for the Saudi Arabia, kissing on the cheek, rubbing the nose and shaking their hands is a form of greeting that is very close and close.
لا إله إلا الله الريح تشهد والسماء ولا إله إلا الله أكبر سؤال عظم جواب الرعود أصواتها والبروق أثوابها والسحاب والجبال الراسية لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله القاهر الفرد المهاب لا إله إلا الله جابر العثرات معطي الكنوز أصحابها لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله.
Next, I want to show you about tradition Saudi Arabia. When the one of their family or someone who died and the unique, they will turn on many lamps, just enough to come, condolence, shake hands, then diapers and eat together. But without tahlilan, because in Saudi Arabia, that tahlilan is regarded as bid'ah. And this event will be implemented on 3 days.
Stand clear. The doors are closing.
Life is a ride, and every day of our lives is a new journey full of hopes, dreams, and challenges. Every day is a chance to renew and revitalize our careers and lives. This ride has many stops, many surprises, failures, and successes. Some people will get off very quickly, while others will have the courage to face the challenges and strive to make the best out of their journeys. Every day is a new opportunity to create the life we dream of. Some dream to be doctors, crossing all boundaries, and decide to offer a helping hand to everyone around, serve the community at large, and to be among the most advanced researchers in the world. Many dream of being educators, social workers, and translators, hoping to make a difference as they help mold the next generation of thinkers and innovators. Others aspire to contribute to the growth of the economy through their business-minded skills and ingenuity. Some dream of a dazzling world heaving with colors, textures, and the unveiling of the splendors of nature as artists aspiring to make the world a beautiful place to live. Whatever their dreams, they share a way of life, a life deeply steeped in faith, knowledge, values, and beauty. A life demanding a special place with spirituality, recreation, entertainment, and above all, learning, discovery, creativity, and triumph. They enjoy and savor every moment of their journey. They gather with friends and family to recharge, interact, relax, practice their favorite sport activity, and attend sport events in amazing indoor and outdoor recreation centers. Here, they can find the best environment to maintain a healthy lifestyle and ultimate peace of mind in 3 spacious recreation facilities, including swimming pools, fitness rooms, running tracks, outdoor courts, a large stadium, spa facilities, concession stands, lounges, prayer rooms, and a health clinic. They experience a variety of social and educational activities and develop lasting friendships as they meet people from around the world. Faculty and staff interact with others from across the globe, building a close-knit community and enjoying an enriching life experience. In this elegantly landscaped setting, they discover the significant relation between knowledge and faith and connect with the past while establishing a new state of being and a proactive future. They cross milestones in women's education as they hold and attend large events covering educational and social issues, enriching their world and inspiring the community. This is Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University, a modern campus deeply steeped in faith and tradition, representing the determined resilience of female students, employees, families, and visitors. Women who are overcoming all difficulties, striving to develop Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University's new fully equipped hospital, research centers, laboratories, academic buildings, and its spacious administration building, featuring a design that draws inspiration from the majestic Arabian desert and Islamic architecture's emblematic examples of harmony with the ecosystem. The iconic Central Library is nestled close to the administration building, an edifice design invoking Islamic architecture's oldest surviving symbols. The attractive plush interiors of the Central Library create a tranquil atmosphere of ambiance and serenity that invite visitors into a quiet place that can hold up to 5 million titles, numerous journal subscriptions, government publications, dissertations, databases, and manuscripts. Spread over 8 million square meters on the outskirts of the capital, Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University is a completely automated and environmentally friendly campus, offering a monorail train that connects together the various areas of the campus and stops at many stations.
The train has bypassed the station.
Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University is more than a place for acquiring knowledge. It is a real witness to the role of Saudi women and their participation in the country's educational and cultural development. On June 12, 2011, the new campus was opened as the world's largest women's university, a beacon of education and progress. Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University will inspire those who roam its halls and classrooms for generations to come. It will pave the way for a thriving community where faculty, students, and their families can grow as they reach their full potential. Honoring the past, treasuring the present, and welcoming the future. With Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University, the ride of your life begins here.
عبد الرحمن محمد.
نعم.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كيف حالك؟
بخير والحمد لله، وأنت؟
أنا على خير ما يرام، الحمد لله. أشكرك على الدعوة إلى بيت عمك يوم العيد.
أهلا وسهلا.
الآن أدعوك أنت وأسرتك إلى بيتي يوم الجمعة إن شاء الله.
متى يوم الجمعة؟ لا، سنذهب إلى صلاة الجمعة.
أدعوكم بعد صلاة الجمعة إن شاء الله.
وأين بيتك؟ وأين بيتك؟
بيتي في قرية كاروني في شارع المسجد. هل تعرف شارع المسجد؟
نعم، أعرف شارع المسجد جيدا. صليت هناك أمس وقبل أمس أيضا.
حسنا، بيتي قريب من المسجد. إذا دخلت شارع المسجد هو أول بيت على يسارك.
هل بيتك كبير؟ لأن أسرتي كبيرة.
بيتي كبير والحمد لله. أنا أدعوك أنت وأباك وأمك وأختك وجدتك، كلكم إن شاء الله أدعوكم، وبيتي كبير.
طيب، شكرا. سأقول لأبي وأمي وللآخرين إن شاء الله.
هل تعرف يا أخي عبد الرحمن، أنا قابلت طبيبا في بيت عمك يوم العيد. من هو؟
هو عمي، اسمه كلام الدين، هو الطبيب.
طيب، أنا أدعوه أيضا. وزوجتي قالت أنها قابلت طبيبة في نفس اليوم، يوم العيد. من هي؟
هي عمتي، اسمها فضيلة، هي الطبيبة.
أدعوها أيضا.
سبحان الله، دعوت كل أهلي، جزاك الله خيرا.
أهلا وسهلا، أنا أرحب بكم.
يا شيخ، نسيت واحدا من أسرتي.
من؟ قل لي.
أرنبي، هل يمكن أن نأتي به أيضا؟
أرنبك؟
نعم.
لا بأس، لا مشكلة إن شاء الله. أحضره وسوف نطبخه ونأكله إن شاء الله. أنا أحب لحم الأرنب يا أخي، أحضره.
لا يا أخي، سأتركه في البيت إن شاء الله.
طيب إن شاء الله. طيب إن شاء الله سوف أراك يوم الجمعة
إن شاء الله.
مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.
Arabic food. Arab people usually eat in large portions, use a big plate and eat together by hand. Arabs usually eat Arabic rice, kabuli rice, with a side dish of one goat or can also be a camel. Other food that Arabs usually eat are raisins, date palm, and kebab.
Saudi Arabia is like no other place on earth. It follows an extreme interpretation of Islam that many think has fed the ideology of jihadist groups such as Islamic State. The Al Saud rulers gave their name to the country and rule as absolute monarchs. Punishments can be extreme, including death by the sword. And there are harsh curbs on women. They must cover up in public, and gender segregation is common. Even McDonald's has a separate eating area for single men. But a revolution has begun. It's led not by people on the streets, but by the king's son, the powerful young crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman. He's promoting a more moderate form of Islam. He recently lifted the ban on women driving. Cinemas have opened for the first time in decades, and to celebrate the end of Eid, there was even a music festival in Riyadh.
So this place, this evening, is pretty powerful evidence that Saudi Arabian society really is changing fast. Men and women are mingling freely, a concert's about to start. Frankly, it seems like a pretty ordinary evening at a kind of Western fun fair. When I was here 2.5 years ago in Saudi Arabia, concerts were forbidden, there were no cinemas, and there was certainly no women driving.
I'm going on a road trip to find out what a more moderate Saudi Arabia would mean for the rest of the world.
I remember very well when I got my driver's license. I was 17, almost 18. Being able to borrow my parents' car really did give a sense of freedom. I can just imagine what it must be like for Saudi women who are driving for the first time.
Saudi women are well educated. They account for 60% of university graduates. But strict social conventions limit their prospects. Only 20% of women work, compared with 80% of Saudi men. This is Noor Shabib. She was the first Saudi woman to work as an engineer in oil drilling. Today, she is driving in Riyadh for the first time.
This is so surreal. I have a terrible sense of direction. I'm going to be very dependent on Google. I know, I'm very excited.
In a country with limited public transport and a very hot climate, cars are necessities. Before the ban was lifted, Noor had to employ a driver to take her to work. But many Saudi women cannot afford that luxury.
For people who couldn't afford drivers, presumably that means that they can now work in a way that working was much harder before.
Being able to drive and having the choice to do so will develop women to be more responsible and mature, and therefore more ready and attractive to employers to hire.
So for me, Saudi Arabia has always been somewhat paradoxical in that it is full of extraordinarily well-educated women, and yet it has one of the lowest rates of female labour participation in the world. That suggests there's huge untapped potential in this country.
We'll get there, but I think that the message across the board has been very positive, has been very encouraging, has been very empowering, and so I think it's just the first step on an excellent path.
One reason for the Crown Prince's social reforms is economic necessity.
For decades, Saudi Arabia has been an oil-rich country whose people have essentially lived off the fat of oil revenues. More than 80% of government revenue comes from oil, and if you look forward a few years, that's just simply not sustainable.
Oil prices are volatile, and the government can no longer afford its wasteful system of easy public sector jobs, mostly reserved for men, and generous benefits and subsidies. One solution is to get more women into work, and that means easing social restrictions on them. But there is a worrying dark side.
There really has been genuine social reform in this country. That this change is very top-down. It's driven by the Crown Prince, it's driven by the royal family, but sad irony is that even as this modernization drive is taking place, he has become even more autocratic, and frankly the place has become more repressive. Several of the women who have been campaigning for greater rights for women were recently arrested and locked up. We tried for this film to talk to on camera several people who have been in the past critical of the regime, and no one wanted to talk to us.
Arrests and death sentences have risen sharply under Prince Mohammed. Over 60 executions have been carried out this year alone. Yet the prince seems popular, especially among the young, in a country where 70% are under 30. But will that last?
So we're looking at a young generation who has come back mostly from scholarships abroad, new ideas, fresh ideas, and with an understanding of something that they've learned abroad culturally that they would like to see implemented here.
Hoda Al-Halaisi was one of the first women to join the Shura Council, which advises the government.
What's the most likely thing that could go wrong?
Frankly speaking, I think that if the aspirations of this younger generation, who have all their hopes in what we all consider to be a great leader, if their aspirations are not answered and if they are impatient, that could backlash. That's my worry.
The world has every interest in the success of the Crown Prince's reforms. If he can show that Saudis can be modern, productive, and good Muslims, it will help spread stability in the region and more moderate Islam across the globe. But Prince Mohammed is making enemies. Religious Puritans don't approve of his social reforms, and some princes resent his power grab. Rumours of coups swirl around Riyadh. That might explain the greater political repression. And yet, democratic reforms could help. They would allow the prince to use his new popularity with the young and women to create a new support base. So far, though, there's no sign that he will ever go that far.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be.